What's up, YouTube? MCole40 here, bringing you guys a little segment that I'm going to be doing for the next few months called The Journey to Nationals. I'm going to be kind of explaining the meta each and every month and how it's going to be impacted by certain changes that we have coming and how it's going to be a rapid change, so I wouldn't get too comfortable with the way things are going to be going for now. First off, a quick annotation up here to NY Duelist. Check him out. He hooked me up with my glow bulb I'm using right now, Fabled. So, like I said, go check him out up here. Very awesome guy. So, he'll definitely help you out if you're in a pinch. So, anyway, the biggest thing that's going to be happening over the next few months, like I said, is the game is going to be changing. Nationals is going to not be such a fun Nationals, I guess. There's a few possibilities that are going to be revealed as time goes on. So, anyway, the first one you guys see here, Shining, came out. Comes out tomorrow, I think, but other people got him today. So, he's a very good card, and he makes the anti-meta hero beat deck viable. So from this point on, Shining is in play with anti-meta, and he definitely has power. Oh, and before I go on, there's been some results from Japan for the new meta. Black Wings are still alive. We called that, guys. So expect Black Wings to still be breathing pretty hardcore this format. Things still aren't settled, but there's still a viable deck, and like I said, anti-meta hero beat is still alive, and it just got more power with Shining. So, I mean, how much else I can say? Coming up a week later, you guys are aware the Dragoonity deck is coming out March 8th. This will impact the meta slightly, not much, but it will in some way. Brings another deck to the table that you have to worry about at regionals. The deck isn't exactly amazing, but it's something that you really should watch out for, because it has that Trident Dragon UTK that brings its sack factor in. The format's going to quiet down from March 8th until middle of April, so that's your quiet time. You have about a month, and then until Trishula comes out and the end of the world. The big thing with this pack is Fable becomes viable. There's still one card off from being a totally viable deck, but Trishula definitely gives power to the game. This is where the game starts to wither a little bit right here for Nationals this year. The key question is, will Trishula be at 3 or will it be at 1 on release? So we're not sure what Konami's going to do yet, but that's a big factor for Nationals this year. If Triple Trish is going to be a problem or not. Could be a reason why Debris Dragon went to 1, but you never know. So, like I said, Trishula is going to be a big determining factor in Nats this year if it's at 1 to 3. Fabled, we'll get to that later on. 2 weeks later, in Shonen Jump, I believe, Grenell should be released. I think I have the right release for that. It should be the May issue, I think. May or June, something like that. I don't know. You know how releases are. Grenell, he's not going to get released in Extreme Victory, but he's going to dictate the game in a big way. The fact that he does so much, and I don't know. I think that he's going to be a sole reason why scraps are going to jump up to tier 1 here. So, definitely going to give the deck power. A week later, after Grenell should be released, we're going into Extreme Victory. Formula plus 2 Hyper Librarians gives you Halberd Cannon, and that thing is going to dictate the game as well. We also get the other Machine Emperors. Scraps get a lot more power, and Glads get their Mysterious card. So, it's going to be a major power boost set to very, very few decks, but those decks are going to need the power for Nats. So, I believe shortly after this set is released, we get one of the final factors for Nats, Hyper Librarian. The Draw Horde Dandy deck becomes very, very, very viable. This card also gets Fabled. They're missing boost as well. So, towards the end of May into June, I read this guy's going to get released. It might be earlier, might be later. But if he's out in time for Nats, he's going to be a very, very, very bad influence for the game, because synchro spam, draw. In between this and the deck getting released in June. I'm going to assume that we're going to get the priority ruling. Kevin Schwartz said they're going to make an announcement if we ever get it, but I'm going to naturally assume that we're going to get it. The priority ruling is the final gap between Synchros and Exceed, and that's another big factor on what people are going to play. And then at the end of Exceed, well, at the end of Hyper Librarian getting released in June, we go into Exceed. The final factor for Nats this year, we're only going to have 3 Exceed monsters in play, but people like me who play anti-meta are extremely stoked. Because the way this looks, we can make this thing easily. So, even though there's going to be 3 Exceeds at Nats, I definitely feel like those 3 cards by themselves are going to give people a big advantage. So, that is everything for this segment on the Journey to Nationals. Everything that's going to be happening over the next few months is going to be quick and kind of scary, I guess. It's all going to be one fast change after another, because even though you have a month and a half between Dragoonity and Trishula, the game is always evolving constantly. So I mean, don't get too comfortable in between now and then, because everything is going to start speeding up pretty fast. So that's everything for this segment, guys. Like I said, in the next one, sometime next month, I'm going to just talk about the meta a little bit and what's going on. So, but for now, this was an intro segment on what changes and what cards are going to be coming out that are actually going to dictate the game a little bit. So, like I said, check out the NY Duelist up here. He'd greatly appreciate it, guys. It's always nice to show people some love. And leave a comment down below or a video response on what you guys think about the Journey to Nationals this year, if you're planning on going or if you're not planning on going this year. It'd be awesome to meet a lot of people. I'm actually planning to talk to a lot of people Friday night and do a lot of trading and so forth, and probably play a lot of people for YouTube. So that's the current plan right now. So yeah, guys, I'd like to see what you guys have to say. Like I said, it's always nice to see what everybody has to say for these kind of videos, and how you guys think the meta is going to be impacted by all these massive rapid releases that we have coming in such a fast time span. So that's Yugioh for you. Like I said, everything changes so constantly fast. This is the guy I'm waiting for right here. I have to wait until the end of everything before I get what I want. So alright, guys, take care and check out the NY Duelist up here. Later.